shots. I claim this city and I take your spot. Stay thinking about a white one, thinking about a bright sun. Then I change straight from the dark shit. No tape when I'm playing with the black gun. Nigga, you ain't never been a god since the last run. No stats in the place that show. A lot of niggas tell me that I never really owe. Track to the place, back, nigga. Tell me that I'm like a nigga, but my flow sicker. Call me, call me, call me. I'm calling, call me, call me, call me. Shit, yeah. Dressed like a motherfucking god when I reach the spot. Niggas always tell me that I.
What's up, guys? It's Clutch Boys back with another video, and well, to let you guys know, first of all, this is our second video of the day.
Yeah, second.
Yeah, so if we're wearing the same clothes, that's the reason why. Today, what?
Just keep going. Just keep going.
So today, well, yeah, finally now in this video, you guys will see the part where we work on the speed. She's back there. It's a 2008 Mazdaspeed3, just a sport edition. It's not the GT, unfortunately. And so I ended up buying a ton of parts. I think you can kind of say it's a ton of parts. I spent a decent amount of money on it. Like, I've never spent this much money on a car, but it's always the first time for everything. So, yeah.
Go.
So to start off with, as we mentioned on the first video, I blew the first engine when I got this car. I did a lot of research, and the main reason was because normally when you do like I said before also, the first thing you have to do to the Mazdaspeed is pretty much do the high pressure fuel pump. It's a really bad design from factory that doesn't let enough fuel flow. So I finally got an upgraded Idletech high pressure fuel pump internals, which cost me $350. Unfortunately, it's really expensive. But with this, like, once you have an upgraded internals, it opens your possibilities to tune a lot, because literally from here you can go on and do an E30 blend, or you can just start to tune and get the max power from the stock turbo out of it. But for that, you will also need a V3 axis port, because now the V2 isn't supported anymore by tuners. So I went ahead and got the V3 axis port off of Freak Tune, which that's the person I chose to tune with. Whenever you do that and get a new one with them, it already comes with an off-the-shelf plus tune. So think about it. If I would have bought a $500 used V3 axis port plus 124 tune, I would have been roughly 620. Well, I would have been at 620, a little bit above with shipping. And if I get a brand new one with warranty and everything, I'll be the first owner of the V3. I spent $650, which I think it was a way better deal. But to be able to tune with Freak Tune, he doesn't require, but he recommends having fresh, spark plugs under 15,000 miles. And that's why, I mean, I'm at 10,000 miles with my spark plugs, but I just decided to go ahead and change my spark plugs. And also you have to have an oil change, which mine was also due, and I like to run Rotella T6, mainly because I've read a lot about it on the forums of the Mazdaspeeds, and a lot of people recommend it, and also because as far as we can tell, my turbo is starting to go out too. So a lot of people say to run Rotella when your turbo is starting to go bad. So that's what we're going to be putting on today. Oh, and also a stock bypass valve, because I don't like the HKS one that it has on right now. It hits with the inner side of the hood, and it's just really, it's an extremely tight fit, so I'd rather just go back to the stock one. Same purpose, functions just as well. So yeah, excuse my messy ass engine bay, but we kind of had a little struggle on taking out the circuit fuse so the car can die and run out of gas. Pretty much every single video that's out there is for a Gen 2 Mazdaspeed, and I wasn't able to find a single one for Gen 1, so we kind of had a little hard time. We thought that the layout of the cover was like, you know, if it was laying down like that, then the fuse was going to be on that side, but no, you have to kind of like hold it that way, and then you'll be able to find the fuse. That took us a little bit, but then you pull out the fuse, turn the car on, let it die, and then after that, we have to take out pretty much everything. Airbox, battery cover, battery box, just to be able. I'm probably gonna end up. Well, now that I have to change spark plugs, the bad thing about Mazdaspeeds, they're top mount intercooler. So you have to take off your top mount intercooler in order for you to be able to reach the spark plugs. So in the next few clips, you guys will see that.
Alright guys, so we just took the intercooler out, the battery box with the ECU.
This man.
Alright, we took everything out. We took the battery out, the air box, and yeah, right now we're just gonna get into the fuel pump right now.
Yeah, so we might, I don't know, I might end up taking out the turbo inlet pipe, but there was a big problem that I had noticed a while ago. When I was doing wide open throttle pulls, I was running lean, a little bit lean. Every now and then it would be like really bad, like big time lean. And now a little problem, I'm gonna try, yeah, if you guys can see that down there, right over here, right in there, that's where the turbo is. Well, the cold side is. So this thing should technically be really tight on to the turbo, which it's, as you guys can see, it's not even on it. So right now we're gonna fix that problem too, and I think that's gonna be a big like difference. But this, we actually did end up taking out the turbo inlet pipe, and you guys can see that little snail down here. And then, okay, so the high pressure fuel pump, it's right here. This is the assembly, I guess, or the housing, if you want to call it that. One of the next steps that you would have to do is with the 19mm wrench, you have to take off this this nut that connects the hose, the fuel line hose, into the high pressure fuel pump assembly. Okay, so then we already did that, so took it off, and yeah. All right, guys, so we did a little bit more progress on the speed to take this high pressure fuel pump assembly out. We ended up having to take these two top fuel lines. That's one, and then the blue one's the bottom. That's the, I believe this is the feed and this is the return. We also ended up taking out these bolts that hold the assembly into the engine. The scariest shit ever, we ended up going to get the socket that we needed for it, but it kind of didn't. Yeah, it's, I guess it's inverted. Yeah, that can go down there. It's inverted Torx. The scariest part was it wasn't being able to fit really well with the bolt up here, and it was like so close from starting to strip it. So they just told me that we could have ended up using one of these. We just got one that fit really well onto it, and that's how we were able to take it out. The next step is going to be able to take out the fuel pump assembly itself. All right, guys, so we finally got the high pressure fuel pump assembly out. The first thing you have to do, or we did, is take off these fuel lines, because we're eventually gonna have to put a lot of pressure on this whenever we get to the point to take the actual internals out. So now what you have to do is with an 18-inch deep socket, put it pretty much in here, and then just you first, well, with the impactor, all you're gonna do is just break it off. Okay, no, that's a bad meme. Go ahead and push it. Hopefully it'll be all right. Yeah. Okay, so now it's loose, and we can just, you're supposed to just be able to take it out by hand. We'll finish bolting it by hand. All right, guys, so we got the internals out. This is technically the stock high pressure fuel pump. This is the other part of it, really dirty. So the next step to do was with brake cleaner, non-chlorinated. You had to clean the inside of it. We tried to do it as best as we possibly could. Now the next step to do it after that is to put fresh motor oil inside where the piston would be going, and that's what our lady will be doing now. Just trying to do it, you know, as perfect. Well, not as perfect, but as good as we possibly can. We'll be alright. Alright, after lubing up the inside of where the piston goes, you also need to end up lubing up a little bit the piston itself. So you do it from bottom to top, top to bottom.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby.
Lube that up a little bit too. so I can slide in easier. That's what she said. I want her to say that, otherwise you'll be in problems, buddy. There it goes from bottom to top. Just have to be really careful and just let her go in slowly. Shouldn't be forced in.
3.
Now that you're finally able to put the piston through the hole, sounds a little bit bad, just have to put the retainer back on it. Which, let me kind of remember how this thing went down. Not around like that, and then you kind of like tilt it over to the other side. Oh, okay. Hopefully I won't be in big trouble right now. So it seems like it may be. Yeah, cut it though. There we go. Put it back in place. Then you just push it down back to its original spot. Now the next thing you're also going to want to do is lube up the seal itself. Think about it as a oil filter, I guess. You also have to lube up the seal, right?
Yep.
A little bit up, and yeah, pause it. Alright guys, we finally got the high pressure fuel pump assembled again. Once you put the internal itself back on it, you have to hand tight it first, and then with your torque wrench, you have to tighten it to 30 foot-pounds of torque. Of torque, pretty much. You put it back in it, and then after that, it's pretty much ready to go back in the car. Alright guys, so we finally got the high pressure fuel pump back in. So pretty much from here, you guys already should know what to do. Just put everything back in. Now they're starting to take out the spark plugs, and then from there we'll just show you how to properly gap your spark plugs. Sorry for not recording like the end process of changing the oil, changing the spark plugs, and putting everything back together, but it got really late on us, so we just wanted to get done with this shit and call it a day. But
I think
that's pretty much it.
That's the end of the video of today.
Yeah. Thank you for watching, and you know,
subscribe, I guess.
Get back to the
leave a like, at least, you know what I'm saying?
Let us know how we did, because I mean, it's, again, think about it, it's gonna be our second video back, finally vlogging or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of feels weird, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not really used to it, but sure, you know, it's always try new things, and yeah.
And I hope my English got better since last time.
Oh yeah, you know, I got him that Rotella stone. So, Rotella.
Rotella doesn't oil, nigga.
Well, whatever, you guys
Rosetta
Oh yeah,
stone.
Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta
I
Stone,
ended
yeah,
up
there you
getting
go.
that for him, so
Yeah.
you know,
Goodbye.
if guy still watches videos, you know, thank you for watching, and hopefully he got better. I don't know. Good night, guys. Bye.